Let's meet the visiting team, Chicago Bulls. At power forward, Patrick Williams. At the other forward position, Ayo Dosunmu. At center, Nikola Vucevic. At point guard, Josh Giddey. At the other guard position, Kobe White. The head coach of the visiting team is Billy Donovan. Starting at small forward, at 6'9" number 18, Kyle Kuzma. At the shooting guard position, standing 6'5", number 5, Gary Trent Jr. The man in the middle, 7 feet tall, number 11, Brook Lopez. At the other guard position, standing 6'2", number 0, Damian Lillard. At forward, 6'11", number 34. The Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. The guard set is Giddey and White. Vucevic in its center with Williams next to him. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Williams against Lillard. The rebound by the Bucks, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And he gets it back. There's the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
A downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now, here's Dosunmu. On the wing, Giddey. Covered by Lillard. Vucevic, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Brook Lopez. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And both free throws good for Vucevic.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Trent kicks to Kuzma. From outside, off the mark. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 3-point game, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Now here's Lopez. This game we saw him score 13.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Giddey. Buries it down low.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Trent outside. Back to Lillard. Drops in the layup for 2. Lillard's got 9.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Giddey the pass to Williams. And here is Dosunmu. Outside, White. The kick out to Williams. It's good. This game is all even.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Now Trent. White covering. Here's Lillard. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Yes, that goes in.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
Here's Giannis after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Attention fans, here come your Box Breaker crew.
Top 10 in rebounding. That was one of the things that they hung their hat on. Never really let up energy-wise on the backboards.
And you go back to their scoring last season with all the weapons they had, putting points on the board was never a problem. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Trent finds Lillard. Now Kuzma. Lopez sets a screen for Kuzma. Good on the triple.
A reliable stretch four. In this day and age, Kuzma is very valuable because of his three-point shooting.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. And stolen by Williams. And now White pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And you look at Vucevic, and his tenacity goes up the closer he is to the cup. Defenders try to match his level of physicality down there, which more times than not results in him going to the foul line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And, Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you. Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Here's Vucevic, and the Bulls with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Giddey against Lillard. Here's the 3. Rebound by Williams.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
To the left side wing. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. 5 to shoot. Pass to Giddey. Over onto Tacumbo. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got his second bucket.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Back to White. Shoots over Lillard. And it's White missing. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Lillard against White. Back to Lillard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lillard's got 13.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Outside, White. Outside, Williams. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Bucks. Here's Giannis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Back to Giddey. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to squat down that attempt.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
about stats for Kuzma. Great showing for him last season. He averaged 22 points per game last season, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
The wide open look here for Vucevic, and it falls over the rim and in. 8 points for Vucevic.
Well, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Bulls trail by 3. Giddey kicks to White. Lillard against Giddey. Williams passes to Vucevic. Now here's Giddey. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Trent. Bucks leading by 3. Lillard outside. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 16.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. That shot off. Good D by Lopez.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Bulls trail by 6. Outside, White. Sinks the triple. White's got his second basket of the night.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 31-point game against Philadelphia.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sims is checked in. Bobby Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Green, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Porter subbed in for Trent. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. And again, Chicago, no good. And here's Green, he'll bring it up for the Bucks. 3-point lead. Pass to Sims. Green kicks to Portis. Here's Sims. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball. Lillard's got 19 points.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Bucks making a change here. Livingston's checked in. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Fourth, Damian Lillard.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
On defense, the Bucks. 6-point game. Jones, no one around him. Trains the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Livingston.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Portis kicks to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And the wide open shot from Green. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And Greg for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works for the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
And Herter gets it to go.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Porter against White. Here's Portis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Portis adding insult to injury. He'll have a chance for one more.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago. About 77% from the line.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Rollins comes in for Damian Lillard. And the Bulls making a change also. Josh Giddey's checked in for Kobe White. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Now here's Giddey. They had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
And the Bucks with possession here after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 6.
My goodness, have mercy. Breaking ankles like there's no tomorrow.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's exactly why Antetokounmpo is so loved. I mean, his ability to make the right call, the right decision in pick and roll sets, that's why he's involved in those sets as much as he is.
Herter with it. There's the triple. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Milwaukee Bucks. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They trail by 1. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Rollins is out there with Porter. And it's Green in at the 3 spot.
It's not all about him out there. Giannis, a real example of a team-first guy.
Pass to Buzelis. And here's Herder outside. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Rollins against Jones. Giannis' screen on Jones. Here's Rollins. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Just 3 to shoot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Herder against Green. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able.
Oh, Giannis up high and down hard.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Pass to Buzelis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And it gives us a chance here to check out some stats on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coming off a terrific season, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man.
Shooting 2.
As you said, second best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch. The free throw drops for Buzelis.
Whether he's off ball or on it, you just love what Buzelis brings to the floor.
He hits both from the stripe.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Herder against Porter. Antetokounmpo inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Josh Giddey. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
At the line for 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
On the free throw, no good. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Here's Buzelis, and the Bulls with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Portis makes it off the glass. And it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle, Collins. Rebound, Milwaukee. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. In fourth, the Bucks.
Boy, they do an excellent job offensively. Most of the season last year, they were really in sync. A nice flow and rhythm to their offensive game. But anytime you score the points they did, it's about unselfishness and trusting each other.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Fox Youth Dancing. Please give a big round of applause for your Fox Youth Dance Team. Once again, Bucks fans, let's hear it for your young Bucks dancers.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Jones finds Collins. His three-pointers off the mark. Bucks leading by 4. Green left side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal.
It goes on Josh Giddey.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
That's good from Green. Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Trent comes in for Rollins. The Bulls also changing it up. Vucevic checked in for Collins. And it's Dosunmu in for Trey Jones. And both free throws good for Green. Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Buzelis. There's the lob to the hoop. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Rollins checked in for Green. And Trent, no good on that one.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Here's Herder, and it's sent back by Lopez. Antetokounmpo against Herder. Rollins with the bucket. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Looking now at the numbers for Brook Lopez. He had a strong showing last season. He was around 12 points a game, almost 2.5 blocks, and 5 rebounds. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
The first one falls. And Herder drops them both. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. 6-point lead. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Bucks leading by 4. Porter passes to Lopez. Giannis dishes to Porter. Pass to Rollins. Lopez a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Driving inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Third and fewest turnovers a game. 8th in points off turnovers. And they were in the top 10 in steals. It was one of those things we always heard about last season. Get a little sloppy with the ball, and they will make you pay.
And, Greg, what stands out to me the most is their turnover ranking. They were never careless with the ball. Never played out of control. Free throw drops for Rollins. And the Bucks with some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. And then for Chicago, Williams is checked in for Buzelis. And it's White in for Kevin Herder. Rollins hits them both. Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Vucevic. Giddy with it. Williams a screen on Lillard. Fires from way outside. Rebound Milwaukee.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Here's Vucevic. Good D by Giannis. Milwaukee leading by 6. Lillard, right side. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. Yep, it counts. Lillard's got 21 in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Outside Williams. Pass to White. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got 8 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Lillard. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Williams gets the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Milwaukee leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
A combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
White up top, covered by Rollins. That one goes in. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Next time, get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go. Beauty dance lesson. Let's go. Everybody get down.
Checked in for Milwaukee. And Chicago also making a switch. Jones is checked in. Here's Kuzma. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Williams. He can't get that one. Giannis with some nice D. There goes Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
When Antetokounmpo is driving, he's locked in on finishing no matter what the defense hits him with.
Jones kicks to Vucevic. Pass to White from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. White's got 13.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Inside, here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
And Dame runs that so well. Knows precisely when to deliver that pass out of the pick and roll.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Jones, the pass to Vucevic. Outside, White. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. Jones from outside. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
White, wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Lillard outside. 55 seconds left now here in the second. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And stolen by Kuzma. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Takes the 13-footer. Good on the shot. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Vucevic setting the pick for White. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
And White is looking to make things happen out there. If he has to get physical in the process, that is not going to be a problem.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Good on the second free throw. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. Lillard against Jones. Now here's Giannis. Defense is right there.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Williams passes to Dosunmu. Three-pointer.
He got it
Very important triple there at the buzzer. That halftime deficit looks a lot more manageable when it's in single digits.
And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting, you know. It's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball, you know. It's a lot of fun.
Smiles on your face, Brooke. Thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hey folks, welcome to the Halftime Show. A lead right now in this one for the Milwaukee Bucks.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And a look here now at the Bucks. Starting the season with a loss, you know they're ready to fight tonight. Don't want to start out 0-2.
I think the most important thing is they show improvement. Your record at this point in the season won't tell the whole story.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Bulls trail by 8. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. The guard set is Giddey and White. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3.
And make no mistake, Giddey is a skilled passer who knows when and where to put the ball.
Down low. Lopez inside. Vucevic on him. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 19 points a game last year. 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
And he's got the speed to get away from defenders. Giddey turning on the Jets there.
Lillard outside. And so onto Antetokounmpo looking over it. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Back to Giddey. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's White. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
And that one falls for White. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Now Lillard. From deep, Antetokounmpo. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dosunmu with it. Antetokounmpo's there. To the inside. And the slam by Williams.
It's so smooth in the pick and roll. Love seeing White there with the right pass.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Kuzma. Pass to Trent. Pulls from the top of the key. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks for mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack. They just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers. And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Lillard. Giddey defending. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lillard's got 25 points in the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Right the pass to Williams. On the wing, Giddey. Covered by Lillard. Pass to White for the 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 4 assists now tonight.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away. A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Williams. Back to Dosunmu. Giddey with it. Vucevic is screen on Trent. Here's Giddey. It's hauled in by Trent. Trent's got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Kuzma. Lopez with the ball. Giddey defending. And Giddey over to help. Over in the corner, Lillard. No good with the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. He's coming off an excellent season and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And yeah, he was money from the charity stripe. Only a handful of players shot a better percentage last season. Tremendous asset. So it's the Bucks now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lopez, a screen on Giddey. Here's Lillard. The rebound by Dosunmu. Bulls trail by 5. And it's Vucevic in the corner. And the Bulls with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Kuzma. Now here's Lillard. Beyond the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
It's simple. Lillard is an elite shot maker.
Lillard against Giddey. Outside, White. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Trent against Giddey. Trent passes to Lillard. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Bulls trail by 11. Outside, White. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Williams finds Vucevic. There's White, defended by Trent. Shot to stop the run. Count that one. White's got 22. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Milwaukee making a switch here. Porter's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Buzelis is checked in for Williams. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 13-5 run here. And Lillard kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Porter. Inside, here's Lillard. Vucevic with the rebound. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 9-point game. Wasted no time on that one. Dosunmu's got 5 points in the quarter.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Over to the wing. Lopez inside. Vucevic defending. Bulls trail by 6. White goes in, and there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Trent setting the pick for Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bucks lead by 8.
For Porter Jr., I think it's about shot selection. Taking smart shots, including when he's in close.
Giddey the pass to White. Clock at 6. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Trent kicks to Lillard. And it's off from three-point range. Bulls trail by 8. Now Dosunmu. 8 points for him. Lopez with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. Giddey against Trent. Outside Porter. Left side out of Antetokounmpo. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Dosunmu with it. Porter's there. Pass to Buzelis. Vucevic a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Buzelis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you get the sense that guys are still trying to figure out how to guard Buzelis.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
First one falls for him. And the Bucks with some changes. Sims is checked in, and it's Portis in for Antetokounmpo. Then for the Bulls, Collins comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Milwaukee leading by 6. Outside Portis. Pass to Sims. Bucks passing it around. Bounce pass from Trent. Here's Sims. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Porter. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Bulls trail by 6. Jones looking for an opening. Collins setting the big for White. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Sims. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Jones. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 10 points per game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
White setting the pick for Jones. The rebound by the Bucks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now here's Porter. Trent outside. Portis a screen on White. And here is Trent outside. Hits it from three-point range. Trent's got 7 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Tries the spin move. Jones can't convert off the spin. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. They have a 9-point lead. Trent outside. No good on the triple. The Bulls have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Buzelis. It's good. Buzelis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
Lillard the pass to Portis. Buzelis with the double team. It's stolen by Buzelis. Pass to Dosunmu. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Trent. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Buzelis. Collins, a screen on Portis. Down low. And there's Collins on the assist by Buzelis. Collins has got his second bucket of the night.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Lillard against Jones. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 37.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Jones kicks to Huerter. To the paint. Here's Buzelis. And it's denied.
That's just a really good defensive read from Portis. I mean, the read was excellent and the hustle was better.
Jones against Lillard. Portis a screen on Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard misses. Bulls trail by 8. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. With the step back. And the shot goes in. That's 10 points for Buzelis.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Lillard looking around. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 39.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
From deep three-point territory. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Milwaukee. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Bucks leading by 8. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Porter is out there with Rollins. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Outside Collins. Drains it from beyond the arc.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Porter against Giddey. On the wing, Porter. Outside Portis. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Jones. Back to Herter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid. And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Bucks leading by 7. Giannis inside. Working on Collins. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Porter against Giddey. Outside, Jones. Collins, a screen on Rollins. Here's Jones, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Trey Jones. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Antetokounmpo. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Over to the left wing. Rollins the pass to Green. Now here's Porter, defended by Jones. Shot clock at 5. Porter's a screen on Jones. Porter, no luck.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Pass to Herter. Fires from deep. Green with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 7. To the middle. There's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Slam from Portis. Impressive. Using that size around the rack.
Jones against Rollins. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And they double up Giannis. Jacks up a 3. It's good from long range. Rollins got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Collins setting the pick for Buzelis. Pass to Giddey. A 3-ball. Traps in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Bulls. Herter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Buzelis with the ball. Antetokounmpo's there. And another shot. Offensive rebound. The shot by Buzelis, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They've led by as many as 11 points. Porter's a screen on Herter. Porter outside. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Collins up top. Defended by Portis. Here's Herter. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Over in the corner, Green. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Bulls trail by 10. Outside, Jones. Giddey sets the pick for Jones. Banked in off the glass.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Jones against Rollins. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. Chicago's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Buzella sets a screen for Herder. Here's Giddey. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jones against Rollins. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Puts it up from 17. It's rebounded by Giddey. Bulls trail by 10. And he gets it to go. Giddey's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Trent's checked in for Porter. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Rollins. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Osimu, he's checked in for Trey Jones. And it's Kobe White in for Kevin Herter. Here's Lillard. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Lillard's got 41.
Love the way Lillard can contort his body ever so slightly, able to protect the ball right there.
Williams a screen on Kuzma. Giddey against Lillard. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And, you know, I'm not quite sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave somebody like him uncovered.
Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Kuzma. Kicks it out to Giannis. No good on the 3.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Kuzma. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Bucks lead by 10.
How about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
Lopez with the block. To the paint, and now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Outside, White. Sinks the three-pointer. White's got 11 in the second half.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Loads it up for Giannis. Taken away by Williams. Here's White. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead early. Lopez sets a screen for Trent. And Lopez throws it down.
And even though Lopez has taken his game farther and farther from the basket, he can still punish you inside.
Over in the corner, Dosunmu. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, Greg, you played the point. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Pass to Lopez. Trent against White. It's rebounded by Giddey. Bulls trail by 9. Here's Williams. And here is Dosunmu. And here is Giddey. Off target with his 3. Williams against Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 12. Giddey against Lillard. Vucevic down low. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Brook Lopez.
You know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
He misses the free throw.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Milwaukee leading by 11. Lillard bounce pass. Trent with the wide open look. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. Trent against White. Clock at 4. Vucevic down low. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Trent. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Off target from three-point range.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Giddey finds Vucevic. Over Lopez. And it's Vucevic missing. Milwaukee's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Bucks.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you always hope to take charge of the season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0. 3 games left still to play this year against the Bulls.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Giannis, you have said in the past you have even more untapped potential. So how did you put your fingerprints on this game?
I'm just here to do whatever it takes to help my team win. Did a great job executing, moving the ball. And this is what we do. This is what we do. We play together, and whatever we do, hopefully we can get a win at the end of the day.
Well, it certainly turned into a win tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.